Got your bong? Okay, so lie down on the floor and take a moment to just feel your weight resting on the floor. Feel the lines of your legs, the weight of your pelvis, the right and left sides of your chest and rib cage resting on the floor. Where you're resting on your head. Whether your palms are up or down. And roll your head just to check in the round surface there. Is one side easier to roll to than the other? And then stand up your feet, draw up your legs and stand your feet a comfortable distance apart. And pick up your bong. So, if we were to go with this movement that we've been working on, this winding, what happens when you turn the bong in line with your center? What happens to your pelvis? And does one foot push more into the floor? Does one side of your pelvis come away from the floor or get lighter? Go slowly and give a little bit of resistance to the movement. So sort of push into the bong. Push into the bong and turn it. Does that also bring that shoulder? Does that bring the same shoulder, the same hip away from the floor? So in other words, do you start to roll? Which is what we're doing when we're standing. We're turning. The spinal column is turning. On the floor, you can really feel how when you turn the bong, push the lever of the bong down, bend the wrist, you're rolling, aren't you? You're rolling. So just do that, because rolling is so reorganizing for the whole body. Pay attention to how that foot pushes into the floor. And allow your head to go with the roll. Now, what's happening with your other knee? Just let it do what it wants to do. So everybody's turned in the same direction. Pause. Pick up your bong again and try turning it the other direction. So in front of you, like riding a bicycle, and turn your bong. What happens? Is this side the same as the other side, or is it different? Let the back of the wrist come towards your chest. So you can use your manipulation of the bong to communicate to your whole system to start to roll. You could even play with the idea of reversibility. So you could start the movement and come back. Just start the very beginning of the movement and then come back. You don't have to go all the way. You can go halfway and come back. In general, we never want to go further in any of these movements than we can easily come back from. So now if you go side to side, so what are your ribs doing? What sort of shape does your rib cage take? What about your chest? What if you turned your head the other way? Oh, that wouldn't feel so good, would it? At least it doesn't to me. But you could turn your head towards the shoulder coming forward. Now take it with the movement. And rest. Take your bong again, like you're riding a bicycle. Turn it. And now begin playing with winding it. So how are you going to start that? And what are the feet doing? You push the bong away from you. What does your chest do? What does your neck do? What if you allowed your head to drag backwards so that the chest is going down and the neck curves away from the floor a bit? Pause. Take your bong, ride the bicycle, turn it the other way so the other hand is closer to your face, and push the bong away by opening your wrist and feel how that translates through the skeleton just from the movement of the wrist. The elbow opens, the foot starts to push the floor. The pelvis, you start to roll towards one pelvis and one shoulder blade. And you can open the throat. You can allow your chin to come away from your chest. Now, what is your pelvis rolling under, or is it arching away from the floor, or is it something in between? Remember, you're keeping the bong in your center is turning. Rest, and take a full rest. Let your legs go down long. Feel if you're contacting the floor any differently. Try rolling your head. See how that feels? How free is your neck? And don't go to the end. Just stay in your range of comfort. And bring both your feet to standing again. Pick up your bong. And now let's take the whole winding movement. So your elbows will be away from the floor, the bong raised a comfortable distance. And turn, whichever way you're going to turn the bong, and then push it away from you. And let your head lift to follow the bong. And put it down. So you're winding the bong, and in between, you place the head down. So you pick it up and you put it back down. And you pick it up and you put it back down. So the chest and the back are rounding. Which foot pushes more into the floor? Rest. Now, a different organization for the head and the neck and the spine. If you turn your bong and you start to wind it, but you let your head draw back and the chin to come away from the throat. So you're going to leave your head on the floor the whole time, but your chin will be coming away from the chest a bit. So go easy, don't break your neck. It's just a different organization. Feel how your ribs reorganize. Keep it very comfortable in your wrists and in your hips. Now bring your attention to the pushing foot. And what does your pelvis do on that side? What is your knee doing? And take a rest. One more thing I wanted to play with, that I think is kind of fun. If you take your bum and go into a baby pose. So lift your feet in the air and have your knees separated and hold on to your bum. And just push into your bum and use it as a way to help you start to roll to one side. So you push into the bong, you keep the middle of the bong in the middle of you, and feel how you can come all the way onto one side. And then you can come back and go the other way. How do you do that? You just push into the bong, and very slowly and come back. The initiator is your pressure into the bong. It starts a cascade of events. And you could do this for hours. And I bet you'd stand up a new person. You can try it with your head lifted. You're more like a ball that way. You can even, if it's easy for you to put your elbows and knees together, keep them together. And there you have your elbow-knee equation taken care of. So you see that the bong really integrates the chest into the equation and helps to unify the body. So, rainy day practice. Hope you had fun, and see you next time. Howla.